Today we're going to discuss degree of freedom or degree of mobility using Grubler's equation as presented. So for number 1, in this mechanism, we can see that there is a total of 7 links and that our floating joints are A to E and our frame joints is O1 to O3, which sums up to 8 lower pairs, and we can see that there are no higher pairs. And putting that into the equation, we get degree of freedom 2. For number 2, we can see here that we have 4 links and that for our lower pairs, we can see that there's one here, there is another here, and this sliding mechanism here. So that equates to lower pair of 3. And then we can see a sliding mechanism into the cam and roller as well as a wrapping point. So that sums up to higher pairs of 2. And then with that, solving, we get degree of freedom 1. For number 3, we have this mechanism and the number of links totals to 8. And the letters we have up until G. We add also another 2, which are the O1 and the O2, which totals to 9 lower pairs, and we don't see any other higher pair. So in putting that into the equation, we get a degree of freedom 3. For number 4, we have this mechanism. This just means that it is stationed on the ground or in a frame that is solid. So we have a total of 4 links as well as 4 lower pairs, no other higher pairs seen. So with that, we get a degree of freedom 1. For number 5, we can see that there are 5 links and up to letter E, which means 5 lower pairs and 5 links and no higher pairs. We then get a degree of freedom 2. For number 6, we get this mechanism, and we can see that there are a total of 7 links, and for the lower pairs, we can see that there is up until letter E, so that's 5, and we have O1 to O3, so that sums up to lower pair, total of 8, and there are no higher pairs. So we get a degree of freedom 2. For number 7, we have here up until link number 8, so that totals to 8, and lower pairs here, we get up until letter J, so that totals to 10. We don't see any revolute joints or other prismatic joints, so that just totals to 10, and there are no higher pairs, there is 0. So we get a total of degree of freedom 1. For number 8, we have a total of 7 links as seen here. And then number of lower pairs, we have up until letter E, which is 5. We add O1, O2, and O3, so that sums up to 8 lower pairs. And then we can see here gears that are point touching. It is a point contact, so that gives us 1 higher pair. With that, we can solve that the degree of freedom using Grubler's equation is just 1. So for number 9, we are introduced with new and unique joints here, which is the prismatic joints. So we can see them inside the presses. And for this one, we have a total of 12 links. Also, for this one, the link here should be 1 and 2. That's how you count this press right here, which then totals to 12 if you count everything here, including this link right here to the ground, which counts 1. And then we know for a fact that any vehicles or trucks, their higher pair is just equal to 0. And so that when we put that to the Grubler's equation, we get a degree of freedom 3. And also, to mention, we have 15 lower pairs. We can see up until, I think, K, but then we add this prismatic joints, which sums up to 15. And applying that also for the number 10, you can see that there links number 9 right here. And then for lower pairs, we have O1, O2, O3, and then up to letter F. So that's 6 plus 3, which sums up to 9. But then again, we have 2 prismatic joints, so that sums up to 11. No higher pairs, as mentioned earlier. So, which gives us 0. And then inputting that to the Grubler's equation, we get the degree of freedom 2.